All right. Oh, wow, looks like they streamlined this. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another, well, I guess it's not really a Splatfest, but more like the aftermath of a Splatfest. Here's the thing, I wanted to participate in what I thought was going to be the penultimate Splatfest, like the second to last one, but I don't know, there seems to be conflicting reports to suggest that the next up-and-coming Splatfest may or may not necessarily be the last one. I don't know yet. But either way, actually, here, let's change into some, let's see, Freshest Fest. No, this is pretty good. Alright, so, here's the thing, I wanted to participate in this Splatfest last weekend, and, you know, I probably could have, but the thing is that, I guess it's okay to reveal this. I actually live in Omaha, and, yeah, we kind of had just started recovering from one of the biggest storms we've ever had in our town. Nebulously, and I don't know if this was the result of, I don't know if it was a miracle or the result of, or the gift of dark gods, and yes, I said dark gods. We actually never lost power in that storm. I mean, the lights flickered a few times, but yeah, we never really lost power. So, you know, yay us. And no, as far as I know, we don't have a generator, but the thing is, while we didn't have any power, or, excuse me, while we had power, we didn't have any internet. So, and it took them about a week, or I guess 6 days, to get it up and running. And despite having signed up for text message alerts with our cable provider to tell us when it would come back on, it had already been on since last Tuesday. Let's see, today's the 12th. I think last Tuesday was... Oof. Well, I'm not a math guy, so... You know, we had our cable back since last Tuesday, and 2024, I mean, most people, when they lose cable, they lose internet too, so... As much as I would have loved to have recorded and done a Splatfest last weekend, I really didn't want to risk, things happening on my end. Like participate in an event and just have intermittent issues. Plus, not only that, but I've actually recently acquired a new laptop, as probably evidenced by that 1080p test. So yeah, there's basically just too much going on, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this opportunity to Oh, what was that slowdown there? I'm just going to go ahead and take the opportunity to, do a bit of, just do a few matches as a 1080p test. And as a way of catching up with this game here. Actually, okay, I don't have anything. Let's see, do I want anything? I got more than enough of these. I may as well just... Alright. Isn't there other... Oh, why not? I don't know why, but I get this overwhelming ASMR or ASMR listening to this song. So yeah, as I said before, I didn't want to run a game not knowing one how the new setup would function and and whether or not our internet would hold. So sad truth, I mean, I did pick Team Rice, so wondering what could have been is good enough for me. So let's see. Oh, what's this on here now? Okay. So far, I think everything seems to be holding up nicely as far as the recording goes. I haven't run into any issues. There is a bit of a lag, I guess, in the recording window here, but I think that's normal. Otherwise, I don't know. Hard to say. So, yeah, despite already having our cable back since last Tuesday, we didn't get a text message saying that the issue was resolved until Thursday. And even more shocking was that there were other people in our town that had still had their cable resolved until, well, just last weekend, right? And I think one woman actually needed, you know, when everything was said and done, there was a cable, like, hanging so low to her backyard that, like, her dog could get to it. And, you know, from my understanding, this dog was, like, you know, one of those small dogs, I guess. So, yeah. Oops. Well, we're off to a great start, aren't we? And by that, we're not off to a great start. I hate it when my gun goes click, click, as if it's running on ammo. I mean, there's no real ammo involved, so I don't know why that's an issue. said every third-person shooter player ever. Well, I did everything I could there. So, by the way, anybody who's watching this, you know, if there's any way I can improve the quality of my videos or whatever, I mean, you know, don't hesitate to make a suggestion or two. I mean, that's why I specifically have my videos as not explicitly made for kids, because otherwise I can't get any comments, or constructive or otherwise, you know. Oh, by the way, from my understanding, I think the CEO of YouTube recently passed away. Yeah, I mean, I'm not kidding here. Like, I think that's what was going on. I mean, I don't know. I guess a lot of things got lost in the shuffle, but I don't know. Kind of hoping, you know, whoever does take up the reins will actually make YouTube great again. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have phrased it that way, but, well, you know what I mean. Like, the one thing I would like for YouTube to add back, personally, would be annotations, because, honestly, I think it's just, I mean, I would rather, if I have to, you know, go back to a video I've already made and create an annotation, you know, over a segment of the video that, you know, might be in question. So that way, if for whatever reason I have to cut out the audio of one of my videos that is questionable because, you know, due to copyright concerns, I'd rather just be able to just let the people know that, hey, there's no sound because, you know, due to YouTube copyright, you know. Because if I do that, you know, I think it would probably save me some time in, you know, making, you know, having to make comments to people asking questions about it, you know. I mean, that would be the one thing I'd like to have returned. Plus, I think I think hiding dislikes would probably be, I mean, likes and dislikes should be visible. I mean, not specifically who dislikes a video, of course, but, like, I don't know, it's just, hiding the dislikes isn't going to change people's opinions on it, right? People can still comment and say, hey, I don't like this, you know? So what's really the point, you know? And plus, you know, we're kind of past the point where, we're kind of long past that time Nintendo, you know, asked us for more money, you know, just so we can get, like, GBA games and Game Boy games. You know? I mean, I think we're already past that point, so, you know. I mean, you can't tell people how to feel, you know? It'd be like if I were to, I don't know, if I were to kick somebody, you know, if I were to kick somebody downstairs and told them to get over it, you know, they wouldn't want to get, first of all, they'd give me the stink eye. Second of all, they probably wouldn't get over it because they don't have to get over it. You know? You can't tell people how to feel, you know? You shouldn't be able to tell people how they feel. And you sure, you know? But of course, other countries have other... Of course, it could be a regional thing, too. I mean, maybe other countries have some kind of issue regarding it, but... Not today, sir. Damn. I didn't think I'd get caught in a blast. Oh well. We did it. We're the best. The best. No, the best. Oh, is it? There's an old fortune cookie right here. Not sure how old it is, but I'll eat it anyway. Says here, my presence livens up any conversation. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't have anything interesting to say. Nothing at all. I mean, when we got hit by that storm a couple weeks ago here in Omaha, I had to show up to work at my place because I work the grave shift normally, right? I had to show up and, you know, my supervisor, you know, instead of doing the sensible thing and sending everybody home on the account that the power had already been out for so long before I even showed up, you know, he's like, here's flashlights for everybody. Get to work. I mean, unbelievable, right? I mean, honestly, I probably should phone our ethics department to see if that was even ethical. I mean, no doubt. I mean, look, I get that things need to get done, and, you know, we all have, and, you know, we want to protect revenue, right? But, like, at the end of the day, I mean, you know, stuff expires, right? I mean, I work at a retail store, but you probably already know that by that YouTube short I posted about this bucket of chicken or whatever that, you know, this bucket of chicken somebody should have bought, you know, but instead they get the chicken, they eat the chicken in the store, and then they just dispose of the bucket so that they don't have to spend the $9 or $10 on it, you know? I mean, unbelievable. And it's a wonder why, you know, all sorts of stores out there in our country are starting to lock things up behind lock and key, you know? Hell, I've heard of places where they lock up batteries. You know, AA's, AAA's, you know, you name it. Other places, I think they lock up underwear. Yeah, underwear. I mean, it's crazy, you know. They didn't lock this stuff up in the 90s, you know. Well, then again, in the 90s, you also had, you know, cigarettes, you know, behind a locked case, but otherwise, you know, on the shelf next to other things in a store, you know. It's just nebulous, you know. I hate it when I throw something and it bounces off the walls. I mean, this stuff, I mean, you know, it's made of metal. I mean, it should drop to the ground, right? See, in modes like this, if you ink turf that is unclaimed, I think you actually get more for your specials, as opposed to if you ink enemy turf. Well, that was tumultuous. Well, crap. Can't say I approve of this. So, today's what, August 12th? Honestly, I thought the new Cult of the Lamb DLC would have dropped, but I guess it must be dropping later today at around noon or something. See, I hate it when they announce a DLC, but they don't give us a ETA, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just as well. I mean, I'm talking about a game for this. I'm talking about the Switch version, of course, so I don't know. I don't expect it to be graphically better, but, you know, I mean, I can only hope there's some fixes or whatever. Plus the fact that, you know, I don't have any friends or anyone willing to play this game with me, you know, co-op or whatever, so sorry to say, you probably won't be seeing any two-player action, ladies and gentlemen, but, you know, that's just the nature of it, you know? Though I will say, I think what I didn't know was that I guess there was like a compendium comic or something that is coming out in-game, I guess. I mean, it's a paid DLC, but, you know, I don't know, might be a good thing to start with, I guess. You know, I mean, I'm just guessing, you know. How am I doing on time here? 30 minutes. Let's see. Okay, so we got 2 victories and 1 defeat, right? If I'm reading that right. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and play this round of I'll go ahead and play out this series, but then I'll probably call it an episode here. I'm not even sure what to call this episode. I mean, I could call it 1080p test number 2, but that's not entirely accurate if it's mostly, you know, if it's mostly Splatoon 3. You know, speaking of Splatfests, I don't know, it just seems like for Splatoon 3, you know, the tri-color battles or whatever, it feels like there's been fewer Splatfests than there should have been, you know, and at least 2 of them were predictable, and one of them was, like, derivative of one that we did already, you know, when it used to be love versus money, and then they added fame to the mix, you know? I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I think they just, like, they had a good idea, like, tricolor battles, but, like, I think they just couldn't really, I guess they just couldn't really be bothered to think of any good themes, I guess. You know, or either that or most of the good either that or most of the good themes are, you know, basically one versus another, like a 1v1, you know? I mean, I don't know. I personally would have done something like, I don't know, luck, fate, or destiny, you know? Do you believe everything's do you believe that people just get lucky? Or I don't know, or maybe not luck, fate, or destiny, but like luck, fate, or skill, you know? Are you the kind of person who believes that, you know, if you work hard and persevere that, you know, you'll always come out on top? Are you the kind of person who believes that, you know, your victories are purely based on luck and no real skill involved? Or do you think that, you know, victory and defeat are all predetermined, you know? Like someone else, like someone or something is already pulling the strings, you know, or had already predestined it for you. You know, that sort of thing. But, I don't know, I guess it is what it is, huh? Can't really say I'm a fan of getting hit by one of those. Well, that's disappointing. I guess I didn't want it enough. Yeah, that's a weird looking gun. Set of guns. It's like they took the shoe and just turned it into a gun. Alright, well, 2 wins, 2 losses. We'll see how we'll see if I can pull through here, but I mean, I wouldn't hold my breath, though. So, one other thing about this new laptop is that it doesn't have a CD player in it. Like, I can't read discs. So, I have to find some way to download new things. You know, I mean, I guess one of my... I don't know if I can open the start menu while I'm recording. Yeah, so anyway, I guess Microsoft already knows that I subscribe to, like, Word 2016 or whatever, or Office 2016. So I don't know. I mean, it's almost like, I mean, it's 2024, so I don't know. It might be time to get an upgrade, but in terms of being able to read older documents, I don't know if the new ones would. I mean, it's been a while since I've been in college, so I don't probably really need a Word document or be able to make things, but it would be nice, right? Like if I wanted to, like, do a PowerPoint or something and show you all, you know, as a way of advertising, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it. Of course, it had been a long time since I even touched a PowerPoint, so, you know, wouldn't remember how to do things, you know? I mean, I'm not lazy. I mean, I can go online and watch a YouTube video on it, but I don't know. Don't really want to do that, honestly. You know, just general unmotivation. So anyway, let's talk about something else. You know, I'm actually flabbergasted about the recent news about Mr. Beast or whatever. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I guess, anyway, about Mr. Beast, right? Honestly, I never thought, well, okay, I guess I can't say I never thought he would, you know, succumb to being another one of those YouTubers that came under fire, but still. You know, I guess I'm not really too surprised. I mean, I guess the bigger you are, the harder you fall, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I mean, here I am trying to use YouTube as a way of, you know, trying to find an alternative way to make money, or at least a better way to make money than what I'm doing now. Because, you know, old dog, new tricks. Better to do what you know. Better to do things you know how to do, right? Anyway. But yeah, well, I mean, I guess there are two scandals that are going on with him. The first being, relating not to him, but to one of his associates, I guess. You know, it's your standard typical story of, you know, some guy having an inappropriate relationship, you know. So, you know, hopefully justice can be done on that one. But as far as that other controversy that's going on, the one where he, I guess he basically tried to create this game show or whatever, and I don't know, like, most of the contestants, I suppose, are, like, hired actors. Like, it's, like, for the most part, the game show, quote, end quote, itself is fake. Now, I read about that, and I keep thinking about this one TV show. Like, I don't know if it was the Joe Schmo show. I mean, that's the name of a show. I mean, that was the name of one of the shows I was thinking about, but I distinctly remember that there was a show where the premise was that, you know, one guy was actually the only real contestant, right? And the big reveal was that everybody was an actor, right? But the thing is that, you know, it was done in the form of a game show where, like they pretended like there was... It was basically like, you know... It was basically, like, done in the style of, you know, catch the killer before he kills you, you know, right? So the contestants who were, quote, end quote, killed, right, were actually voted off, right? And, you know... I mean, I don't know. Maybe I am confusing it with the Joe Schmo show, but yeah, the Joe Schmo show, yeah, the basic premise is that only one person is actually the real person involved, and everybody else was an actor. And the whole thing was like, it's basically like one guy is in his own reality show, and the gimmick was he doesn't even know it, right? So he's on this fake show, you know, and honestly, you know, if you ask me, I think Mr. Beast could have actually done it that way, and, you know, nothing would have come of it, right? Like, if he wants, I mean, if you think about it, it's nothing different than what he already does, right? Or what he already did back in the day, right? Like, where he does nice things and films himself doing nice things, you know, for the fame or the glory, or to just let people know that someone's out there, you know, doing good things. I mean, it wouldn't be any different than what he already does, you know? He could just basically find one person that he just wants to give money to, and, yeah, you know, just give him money and, you know, make it into a spectacle, I guess. You know, you don't have to, I mean, you don't even necessarily have to make it into a game show, just, you know, I think there's just kind of a disconnect. Like, he's trying to, like, Mr. Beast may be trying to go bigger and better when he doesn't really need to, you know? There's an old adage of, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So, I don't know. I don't know. There might be other layers to it, too. I don't know. Alright, got them to drop the Rainmaker. And we're still in the lead. Nice. But I better maintain that lead for us. Well, I can't say I approve of this. Well, I guess it's over. But yeah, I mean, I googled the Joe Schmo show, I guess. And, wow, there must, let's just say that the descriptions of the characters, I mean, I don't know, I must have been watching an uncensored version of the show or whatever, but yeah, definitely a product of its time. Using a lot of words or phrases that, like, I mean, it wasn't anything over the top, but, like, you know, I don't know, it was definitely, for 2003, it was definitely a product of its time, I guess, so, you know, nothing, I mean, I don't think there was anything over-the-top stereotyping going on, but, like, I don't know. Let's just say that at least half of the antics on that show, they probably wouldn't be doing in today's television. Alright, what do we got? Oh, I already got an Ultra Squid. I already got a tower. Seco logo. Rock and Music Quarterly. Oh, is that a self-promotion, Harmony? Yeah, totally. That is a self-promotion. It's the same girl. Alright, alright. Just for you, I'll buy 2. I don't need 2, but I don't know. Better to do that and say I did than not to do it, I guess. Alright, so I think we'll go to the DLC area. Buy another, a thing for next time I log into this game. You know, one of the complaints I have about, like, post-game DLC here is that, I don't know, I'd like money to be, I mean, like, I don't need multiple copies of any of these things, especially since I can't sell them. You know, I personally would rather, you know, have more of a chance of getting money for this. Or, I don't know, maybe I have to max out on a number of these things, like maybe 9 is the grand total I can have of these, of each of these. And only then will I get money. But yeah, I mean, spending 100 on a mystery item is, I don't know. I feel like that should have been something I could have benefited from earlier. Alright, so anyway, that'll do it for this post Splatfest thing, I guess. I don't know, I think I might just make it its own video or standalone video. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another episode. Later. Oh, and please remember to like, comment, subscribe. That'll really help out. Thank you.